From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network at Troy, Alabama's International University, this is Troy TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision News for March 6, 2018. I'm Anna Kate Patterson.
And I'm Paige Weeks. Thank you for joining us this evening. Last night, Troy University Student Government Association honored 6 young women for their outstanding leadership here on Troy's campus. Yolanda Allen has the story.
The Student Government Association presented Outstanding Women Awards to 6 Troy University seniors. The award was actually announced a week ago, but Monday night in the International Arts Center was the night to honor and present these outstanding ladies their award.
And it's really our way as an organization to honor women of achievement, service, and character because we have so many students from so many different paths, and they've all done so many great things. So tonight we really got to see that with the 6 women that got awarded.
Some of the ladies were surprised to be nominated for the award.
I was really surprised when I got nominated just because there's so many people on Troy's campus who are deserving and who have accomplished really big things.
I really didn't expect to get this, especially on my senior year. I didn't know that I would be receiving any type of award.
The ladies were allowed to bring their family and friends, but one did not have so much of that luxury.
I'm an international student, so I don't have like my family and my mom and my dad here with me, but I have my amazing friend here, which make me like really happy because, you know, who else do you want to celebrate it?
The Outstanding Women Awards is for seniors that accomplish a lot on campus, and these ladies absolutely have accomplished a lot.
I was the president of the Vietnamese Student Association for 2 years, just kind of like representing Vietnamese culture.
Track and field and cross country team and being captain of those girls on the team, I really realized how much you can impact a group of girls and how much one person can influence.
I definitely feel like I accomplished almost everything that I wanted to before I graduate in July.
The SGA continues to present the Outstanding Women Awards every spring semester. Yolanda Allen, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The outstanding women were nominated by fellow students and faculty members.
Hunger and how it affects individuals across the state was brought to the attention of college students at an event on Troy's Montgomery campus. Kaylin Boring has the details from our Montgomery News Bureau.
Students all over the state gathered Friday for the 4th annual Hungry for Justice Summit at Troy University's Montgomery campus. They discussed the hunger issues in the state of Alabama.
We have a group of students, of college educators, and community advocates who are coming together to think about how we can do a better job of addressing some of the needs that we see in our community service activities. How do we try to break the cycle of poverty and food insecurity by advocating for systems change at a campus, community, state, and federal level?
A student at Troy University has some advice on how you can get involved in this project.
So there's a really cool program that the Office of Civic Engagement and the Writing Center put together where once a month we write letters to our congresspeople for the state. So we find different issues that we believe that need to be fixed and advocated for, and so we write to them, and it really makes an impact. And oftentimes they write back and say, thank you so much, we will definitely consider this as we move forward in our legislation.
In addition to contacting government leaders, Scott says the best way to get involved is to volunteer.
So I would say do something. Get involved with one of the organizations on campus. Troy has a lot of civic engagement programs through the Office of Civic Engagement. They do the Campus Kitchen program. There are school gardens. And so if it's something you're interested in and passionate about, go get engaged in one of the service organizations.
Alabama is currently the 6th poorest state in America. There are 9,000 Alabamians, including 300,000 children, living in poverty or have food insecurities. In Montgomery, Kaylin Boring, Troy, TrojanVision News.
This was the 4th year the Hungry for Justice Summit was held in Montgomery. It's March, and for most college students, that can only mean 2 things: midterms and spring break.
And since next week is Troy University's spring break, Trojan Outreach wants to encourage students to be as safe as possible. Joshua Thomas has the details.
Troy University's Trojan Outreach Program started a Spring Break Safety Week Tuesday afternoon in the Trojan Center with Condom Sense, the promoting of safe and consented sex during spring break. Peer educator Brianna Maple shares the goals of the event.
So today, the whole week we're having Safe Spring Break Week. Today our topic is promoting safe sex. And basically we're telling students that if you choose to have sex without using protection, it's like spinning a roulette STD wheel of what you may get.
The members of Trojan Outreach comment on why they feel safe sex and consent is important to remember during spring break.
Okay, so basically, I feel that safe sex is important because everyone needs to make sure that they're being safe. If they choose to have sex without using protection, you could risk getting an STD.
I think consent matters because I feel like that's just a natural human thing that you need to make sure if you are wanting to have sex with someone that they agree to that, and that's just not okay if they don't.
Trojan Outreach member Hannah Knott talks about the different items students can find at the Common Sense table.
So at the table we have a raffle that's going to be going on all week long that you can sign to win a free turtle float. We also have the consent form that just kind of tells going through what safe sex is and all that stuff and just what consent is. And then we also are passing out free waters and juices.
Joshua Thomas, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Trojan Outreach's topic tomorrow will be on popular drugs to avoid during spring break.
Now, the latest in Trojan Sports on Troy TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to your TrojanVision Sports. I'm Brianna Jones. When it comes to awards, it seems the Trojans are unstoppable as the women's basketball team had not one or two, but three of their players received Sunbelt honors. Three-time Sunbelt Player of the Week Kayla Robinson, along with Amber Rivers, were named All Sunbelt Conference scoring second team. Junior Skylar Holmes was named the Sunbelt Newcomer of the Year after Rivers led the team in scoring majority of the season and ranked 7th in the league, averaging 14.2 points per game. Robinson took over the starting point guard role, now averaging 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And as for Holmes, who is 4th in the league, she's averaging 6 rebounds per game and is 2nd in the league for offensive rebounds, averaging 3.5. The ladies just found out they will be playing South Alabama on Thursday. That game will take place at the Lakefront Arena in New Orleans at 2 p.m. Dribbling right over to the men's side, who also racked in some Sunbelt honors for senior Wesley Person, you can say he is getting used to the limelight and especially this season. Person was awarded All Sunbelt third team, making him the 5th player to earn the title 4 times. His selection makes him just the 2nd player ever to be on the team every year of his collegiate career and the first to do it in more than 30 years. Junior Jordan Vernado was named 2nd team All Sunbelt after being named to the 1st last season. This all comes after Vernado missed 5 weeks leading up to conference play due to a stress fracture in his foot. Troy will begin the journey to defend the Sun Belt title on Wednesday at 5 p.m. when they also take on South Alabama in New Orleans. As for the women's tennis team, who are on a 6-game losing streak, they seem to have finally found a way to end it. The ladies defeated Nicholls State this past Saturday to earn their first win of the 2018 season and in a dominating fashion. Head coach Rawia El-Sisi talks about how having a healthy team always results in a better outcome.
We've been training the past 2 weeks, and I mentioned earlier, we've been struggling a little bit with a few injuries, which in tennis is a little bit tough, especially when you have 7 players and few main players in the top lineup gets injured. It, pushes the lineup a little bit. So the last match, we're healthy. We played the match at home, and after a good solid 2 weeks of training, no rain, no delays, nothing, we were able to be in the good track.
Up next, the ladies will travel south Saturday to take on the Roadrunners of UTSA in Mobile. Game time is set for 11 a.m. After dominating down in Orlando, Florida at the D9 Citric Classic, the Trojan softball team has now only 3 days to brag about their sweep as they are getting ready to see some of their first conference action of the season. The team defeated 5 teams over this past weekend, and head coach Beth Mullins talks about how consistency was the key.
Anytime you can get a sweep, you're going to be happy. So I was really happy. We went down there Wednesday night and then didn't come back till Sunday morning. Yeah, so the girls, it was a long trip, and I was really proud of them. They were consistent throughout all that span of games. So for them to bring it Sunday morning and win that 5th game was huge for us.
The Trojans will now open their series against Georgia Southern at home this Friday due to possible rough weather with the doubleheader at 2 and 4 p.m. The finale of the series will be on Saturday at noon. On to some baseball achievements, as senior Joey Dennison was named Sunbelt Player of the Week, announced today. Last week, Dennison owned the diamond with 1 homer, a triple, 4 stolen bases, 6 runs, and 11 RBIs. 6 of those 11 came from Friday's game against Tennessee Tech, which is the most recorded in a game by any Trojan. He is already leading his teammates with 19 RBIs of the season, making him rank 13th nationally and 3rd in the conference, only 1 shy of 2 leaders. Dennison and his team are in Birmingham preparing for their game against the Sanford Bulldogs tonight. That game will begin shortly with the first pitch scheduled for 6 p.m.